So here's the deal, guys. We did not actually come up with a topic for this episode, so we're gonna take the easy way out, and this episode's entirely going to be questions that we received from you guys earlier today. So since we normally start with a question and then derail into some useless topic, we're gonna go backwards. Sam's gonna talk about Gilmore Girls to start off the episode.
I was worried because you were like, "Oh, we're only gonna talk about things." I was like, "Did we just say I was gonna talk about Gilmore Girls?"
I'm giving you the beginning of the Sadcast to talk about Gilmore Girls.
I get the floor, huh?
Yep, it's all yours, man. Go for it.
Go ahead. So I started watching Gilmore Girls again. I watched it a year ago, but not the whole thing, not even close. And I started rewatching it. Not rewatching it, sorry. I picked it up again, just like a year, almost exactly a year from when I stopped watching it. And
Same place?
I watched it because I got to the third season or something, which is not very far in, but I started watching the third season again, and oh my god, I forgot how much I fucking loved it. In my room in Seattle here, I sleep in a tent. I think we've talked about this, and you probably see it if you watch our music video in tent.
Saturday,
you'll see my tent. But anyway, I sleep in a tent, and I go in there and I watch Gilmore Girls on my phone, and I just get so sad in this tent, and I get so happy and sad. And if you watch Gilmore Girls, you get this tone of voice I'm using because it's like, oh, I'm sad and happy at the same time right now.
A very emotional tent, it sounds like.
Oh my god, it's like it's fucking intense. That's not how the joke goes. But oh my god, so I can't even ruin it for you guys. I can't tell you where I'm at, but I'm just going to say that I want to live in Stars Hollow so fucking badly, and I want to know every single person there, like even Kirk, that little piece of shit. I love him, and I want to fucking know him, and I want to date Rory, and I want Dean to be mad at me, and I just want Lorelai to be my stepmom, but yet still have sex with me. I don't know, because they're both so hot and cute and lovely and sexy.
About halfway through that sentence or that explanation, I was like, yeah, I feel that way about a lot of universes. Then it kept going, and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe
Sam's
not quite that far.
No, we've lost him to the Gilmore Girls universe. No, it's so fucking good. And I've been working as a security guard, as if you've listened to the last few episodes. I'm a security guard, and I've been working at the same grocery store for a while, and there's this girl there, and we talk about Gilmore Girls, and I'm just like, I fucking love it here.
How far is she?
She fucking ruined part of it for me, so she's farther than she watched the whole thing, and she's just like, "Oh, did you get to the part where this happens?" And I'm like, "No." I can't say what it is because nobody gives a fuck.
Wait, I do.
How about? No, you don't.
I'm gonna watch it someday.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, well then plug your ears, and if you want to watch Gilmore Girls, stop listening now and then come back in a minute. So you know how Rory really wants to go to Harvard. Well, apparently she doesn't make it in, and she goes to Yale, and I didn't know that yet. And she's like, "Oh my god, is she in Yale yet?" And I fucking almost my heart almost broke. You can start listening, Ben.
Mm-hmm. Are we good?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Basically, my heart broke when she told me that, and I was just like, I haven't gotten to that yet, but I feel all the emotions already. So this is the Seattle Sadcast. Sadcast Seattle.
Episode 7.
You know, probably if we listen back to the other episodes, I think almost every episode we've said Seattle Sadcast, Sadcast Seattle, because we fuck it up the first. At least me, every time I say it.
We might as well just change the name to Seattle Sadcast.
I just set up the new thing, though, and I'm not changing it.
Yeah, what is that all about? Because I don't know yet, and I guess if people are listening to this, they might know.
Do you know what a podcast is? Now we're a real podcast. So we actually have an RSS feed. You can subscribe to us.
Is this going to be on YouTube still?
Yeah.
Probably, because just put it out everywhere. Why not?
Why not throw it everywhere?
But if you want to be able to watch it and turn your phone screen off like a regular human being, everyone in the world wants to do that.
Mm-hmm. So now we can...
You tell us. You can go to sadcast.wordpress.com, unless one of you guys wants to pay for a domain name, but considering you wouldn't even put band money towards hosting, I don't think that's going to happen.
No. I don't want to
sadcast.wordpress.com, and there's a subscribe button, and you can add it to iTunes, and we submitted ourselves to iTunes, so hopefully soon you'll be able to just go search for us on iTunes. And
that was free for us?
It was... I'm using archive.org to host, so if none of our files are downloading, that's why.
Okay.
It doesn't guarantee fast downloads, it just guarantees downloads.
Yeah, if their servers are overloaded, then sorry. If they're not, it should load just okay, maybe slowly.
I don't know
it's
how many
small...
people would want to dedicate space on their mobile device to this, though.
No, you stream it.
Yeah,
Streaming and downloading take the same amount of internet.
That's interesting.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
know. I'm still probably just gonna fucking post the YouTube link because people will be like, "What's this bullshit? This isn't fucking."
Well, we'll just post
Bandcamp.
the subscribe link. I mean, I know you haven't done it, but like podcast is a thing. People listen to podcasts.
I know, but
they talk to me. They're like, Ben, you do the podcast. Why is it not subscribable? Because I want to listen to it. I want the new episodes to show up as a little notification on my mobile device. And I'm like, just give me a while. I got to work through some stuff.
So yeah, guys, it only took us however many episodes of the Sadcast overall.
7. I'll say 7 episodes.
Wow.
7 episodes, even though we had 20-something episodes of the original series.
Nah, those don't count.
Those don't count. All right, cool.
I met somebody who listens to the Sadcast yesterday. He is
Like
from
here in Seattle?
Here in Seattle, I went to Modern Baseball and Tiny Moving Parts, and I met him.
Man,
And
I
he's
wish
great.
I had money for that.
Oh my god, dude, he was so good. It was such a good show.
I bet.
Oh, anyway, so I met him, and he's like, oh yeah, we met up because I knew he was gonna be there, and he knew I was gonna be there. So we met up, and he's just like, oh, I know all about you. I'm like, oh yeah. He's like, I listen to Sadcast all the time. I'm like, really? And he said that it was really funny right away, and then about halfway through, it got really dumb, and then it kind of got funny again once we got to Seattle. So there's that. Shouts out Ryan.
Really?
I think he's.
That's good to have like some metric on which is
Yeah.
where it was good, where it was not
At least
good.
he's not just saying, "Oh, I love it," just like not giving me any feedback. So he's gonna come be on the Sadcast, and he's like, "But I'm not funny," and I'm like,
Well,
neither are we.
That's exactly what I fucking said.
Perfect.
Oh, he's a cool dude. He said he listens to it at work and he giggles. He says I'm the funny one though. Maybe he just said that because I was the only one there. But hey, he said
That's possible. I mean, that's what I would say if you were the only one there.
it's true.
So yeah, Sadcast Seattle, episode 7. My name is Varric. Over here we got Ben Drake.
Hi.
Over here we got the lovely Sam Fassler, the funny one.
Hello, I'm so funny.
And James Dotzler is here, but he's in the corner and he's not allowed to talk. Hi, James.
Get that microphone out of your ass, James. Just because you can't talk doesn't mean you can stick it up there.
We talked about this. So anyways, like I said,
I should probably just turn that mic off.
Yeah, I don't know why
gassy.
you're recording that. That's gross. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of this, we don't really have something to discuss, so I just kind of pulled Facebook for a bunch of dumb questions that we can answer.
Yes.
So this episode is the cop-out Q&A episode.
Yeah, that's easy.
Strap in, boys, because it's going to be a
Whoa.
doozy. We got some good ones here.
That's good.
I'm not going to answer all of them. I'm terribly sorry, but it's only because I just like you personally. All right. First question comes from Austin, who asks, why don't Insomniac and Zealot do more shows together? Now, the obvious answer here is because we are two bands of two very completely different genres.
Since when has that mattered?
But really, I feel like it's because we have not seen Jurassic World enough.
I feel like
Maybe.
another obvious answer is because we're in Seattle.
Well-
That's a pretty big one.
All right, Austin, if you and the rest of Zealot can come out here, we will do some shows together.
Dude, that'd be so tight.
We might need to
Yeah.
borrow a couple of your guitars, but we'll make it work.
Yeah, we'll fucking make it work.
All right, there's the challenge.
Should we just play breakdowns?
I think we should do more. We should just get on their shows. You know, like we did for how Sora Kajira got on that This or the Apocalypse show. Like, sure, we'll open, but we're mostly just here to see This or the Apocalypse.
Yeah, dude, that was so tight.
Just open for Zealot so we can get a quick set over and then enjoy Zealot.
Oh my god.
Good plan.
If you haven't listened to Zealot, go listen to Zealot. Zealot. I think I spelled that right. Zealot. Oh my fucking god, their new album, new-ish EP, fucking great.
It's really good.
Shouts out.
Yes.
Oh my, it is really good.
It's really good for
fucking,
playing loud in the car.
Go find it on YouTube actually and look at the lyrics. You'll just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
You're gonna want to give Austin a hug.
Yeah.
Sangry.
I do all the time.
Sad, angry.
Yeah.
That's good. Sangria. Anyway, thanks,
All right.
Austin.
Yeah, thanks, Austin. Next question comes from Ulysses, who asks, how did you meet Jared? Now, I don't know which Jared you're referring to, but I can...
Jared Pankratz, the guy I went to high school with, sat at our table.
How'd you meet him?
Met him in high school, actually. Before I went, the year before I went to high school,
Yeah?
I visited and we sat at the table
you
when
fuck?
I met. Not then.
Not intentionally. But yes, we did. Moving on to the actual Jared.
Any other Jareds?
Jared Padalecki from Gilmore Girls.
Oh my god, back to that. So fucking Dean. So he plays Dean in Gilmore Girls, but then in Supernatural he plays Sam with a brother named Dean. How fucking weird is that?
That's weird.
Oh my god, I love him.
Any more Jareds?
We haven't met that Jared, so except for my heart.
Jared Dines, the YouTuber?
Oh, he's around here, isn't he?
There's no way this guy would be talking about us meeting a YouTuber.
No.
That'd be dumb.
We haven't really met any. Oh, wait, no. Warp Tour.
Oh, you
Never
mean
went.
The tall,
Never
sweaty
been.
guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that Jared.
Was
okay.
he tall?
Yeah, he actually was pretty tall.
I don't remember.
So
I
Jared
think he
doesn't
looks
matter.
short.
Jared Alonge.
Yes, Jared Along.
Is that French?
It's Jared Along. It's like
Smith.
DeLong.
yes.
Tom DeLong.
Tom. How do we mean Tom DeLong? I wish.
All right, are we going to actually answer the question?
We
or are
might as
just gonna
well. I've
keep
actually
doing
gotten
this?
really good at the super abridged version of this
All right,
story.
how do we meet Jared Alonge?
Okay, we recorded a single called "Do I Look Like I Know What a JPEG Is" with Johnny Frank. Jared Alonge recorded his album with Johnny Frank as a producer, and they needed a pop punk vocalist. And so he's like, Johnny Frank, do you know any pop punk vocalists? And Johnny Frank's like, I know this one band I just recorded that's a pop punk band. Let me ask them. And then the rest is history.
Yeah, then we set up recording remotely and had Johnny
Yeah.
Frank produce me.
We recorded from our quote unquote studio and then sent all the vocal recordings to Johnny, who mixed it and everything. And blah, blah, blah,
Let's
blah.
just say, I mean, not to like fucking toot our own horns or anything like that, or
Toot,
think this is the coolest thing ever. But like recording with Johnny has got us a lot of really, really cool opportunities. Just from recording one song with him, it's like
I will say there's something that we may want to bring up. Just a quick plug I'm throwing out here. It was just announced Punko's Christmas Deluxe Edition is happening.
Yeah.
And there are new songs on it, including a remake of the Pop Punk 12 Days of Christmas, which has my vocals on it.
Varric's vocals will now be in stores nationwide.
I'm sorry.
It's
all
not
I
our
have
fault,
to
we
say.
promise.
hell yeah.
It
I mean,
happened.
we can't even talk about a lot of the stuff that we've done because we worked with Johnny that one time. But there's pretty fucking cool stuff.
Right.
Maybe one day it'll actually work out in our favor.
You were,
Right.
I believe you were for this. Like we all thought, like, hey, let's go record a song with Johnny, and we're like, why do we go all that way? Like, he's not really a pop.
I remember
punk,
when
he's
I
more a
told you
metal
guys
guy.
the price. It was $400 for one song, but I said $100 each. And I know you thought it was 100 each song. You're like, that's not bad. And then I was just like, no, it's 100 each. You're like, oh. And then I think we all kind of were like, why the fuck are we doing this? Like, this is expensive for one
But
song.
you were like, maybe this could, it'll be fun.
Well,
for
it
one,
wasn't.
and
Yeah,
maybe
it
could
wasn't
go
even a
somewhere.
matter of like recording with Johnny will magically give us a bunch of opportunities.
It's just gonna be fun.
It would just be fun, and it was. We got to road trip out there. We hung out with
It was
some
such a
people.
fun trip,
we went to a
dude.
bunch of places. It was the best.
It was a good.
It was a
time.
really good trip.
That was a really good trip. Holla, Johnny Frank, come hang out with us. Let's move on.
Johnny. I love Okay, yeah, moving on. But
All right.
Johnny, I love you.
I love you more, Johnny.
We're best friends, Johnny.
The bestest buddies. Jameis O'Shamus has got a question here. How do we create a positive music scene for all ages to attend? I don't know, man. We left the state. Like, we've done our part.
Yeah, that's how we improved it.
Leaving.
Yeah, we left. The
Yeah.
ball's in your court, guys.
I like how he asked a serious question. Is he the only serious question on there?
Pretty much.
All right. Well,
Jameis.
Sam? How do we?
How do we create a better scene for all
A
ages?
positive music
mean-
scene for all ages to attend.
Well, you're probably gonna have to be okay with swearing. So,
Yeah.
there's no way we're gonna get the band to stop swearing.
Well, here's the thing.
But-
we need more bands because
We
there's a
need-
lot of bands, but a lot of them don't play any show ever. Like think about the shop in Brainerd, middle of fucking nowhere, kind of piece of shit little place. But a lot of people went because some bands would show up and they'd be in the middle of nowhere. They need more of that shit. We need more venues and we need more bands to play at random venues in the middle of nowhere.
we
you get the
and we
opportunity.
need more random venues in the middle of nowhere, or
That's
even
what we need.
in cities, because I think part of the problem with not having enough places for all ages is that all the big places are bars.
Yeah,
That's
it's
been
really
an
hard.
issue.
It is really hard to find all ages venues, but in the cities there's a couple. But it's these smaller ones that people, because even the ones that we have, not a lot of people go to. The scene's dying because you can't just have one in Burnsville and just call it good.
How all ages are we going? Like
All
All of them? I mean,
All the
I know,
ages.
a lot of people wouldn't be okay sending their younger teens / kids to some guy's house in the middle of
right. I don't like house. I mean, house shows are cool. Don't get me wrong.
house shows
But
are really cool.
That's
but
not
they're-
going to save
they're
us
not,
all.
They're not as all ages friendly.
Right. I mean, that shouldn't be. There should be random venues like the shop, or I don't even say the choir house because that's kind of fucking sketchy too. But just random, like the creamery. That was in the middle of
a good
nowhere.
one.
That was kind of hard to get to. But
it was
people
pretty,
live out there.
It was pretty professionally run in terms of like the show, like managing it.
Yeah.
Not so much. It didn't
I
last
feel
very
like the
long, but
warehouse in La Crosse is a really good example.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We need
yeah.
a lot more of those.
The thing is run mostly, the thing's run like through a lot of donations. It is completely all ages. It is completely non-alcoholic. They have shows, bands large and small there. It's a fantastic place to play.
Basically, we need a garage or warehouse in every city.
The cool thing about it is, like, I feel like they don't even have to be as good as that. Because back in the day, there was all these venues that were just kind of shitty, that were just kind of everywhere.
Shout out to the Vault in Buffalo.
The Vault, fucking that one in Hastings that I never went to.
The Medium in Brainerd.
Right, it's just like a bunch of shitty ones.
Java Joy in St. Cloud.
Because
represent.
people will go to those things. Like, kids will go because there's nothing to do in their town, and then like suddenly there's a shitty venue. Kids go, and then it's awesome. And then the scene thrives. But since none of these little shitty venues are open, because people are just trying to make money. Like, don't open a venue to make money. Just open a piece of shit venue with some piece of shit PA, and have kids come for $5 so you can pay the bands.
Just do what Sam did.
Do what I did. Do what the shop fucking did. Do it. Just fucking do it.
So yeah, James, that's how you do it.
Rent out your town hall, because that always works. Fucking, it's awesome. And Hinckley shouts out, don't let us do it anymore because we're the blog. Actually, Alistair Hennessy stole the mayor's name tag, and then they said no more shows. And then Alistair Hennessy admitted it to me like years later, like, yeah, that was us.
There was actually a show in Brainerd that one of my friends set up that. They rented out the conference room, the large conference room in the Brainerd Public Library.
Oh, boy.
And set up there. They had like Cowboy and Splitter and play, and it was actually really fucking cool. Like the place was a perfect size for a small show. It was a couple months ago, back in the.
What was is that one thing?
Just do that again.
It was the Dog Days Art Museum.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
No, I was there for that. It was really fucking good.
I was
Do that wherever your town is.
Somebody rented out the VFW in St. Cloud, and they put on a show there.
Right. It's easy.
And I took a pizza, and they said, "Sir, you can't bring a pizza in." So I ate it in front of them.
That's
awesome.
That's how you keep the scene alive. All right, moving on. This is taking way too long.
That was too serious. Fart jokes.
All right, I'm gonna skip some. I'm sorry. Sam. This question is from Sam.
I asked a question?
Apparently you did.
Okay, Sam.
Sam asks, which meme is the meme supreme? I interpret this as, all right, let's go around and say what like currently like our favorite like memes are.
Current, because I hate all the current ones.
You hate all of them?
Oh, the Minion ones that talk
Pretty
about,
much.
like, I'm only crazy because you make me crazy.
That
like,
doesn't count. A meme has to have a specific theme to it.
No, dude, memes are everything
You were
now.
thinking of an image macro. An
I'm
image
thinking
with
of a
text on it
middle-aged meme.
is an image macro.
Hashtag terrible Facebook memes.
Yeah.
I really like the John Cena memes. I don't care if they are.
They're good.
I don't care if they've gotten old. I still like them.
John Cena, I will say for a modern meme, it's fairly high quality in its memeage in that people seem to use it correctly most of the time.
Yeah,
I hate
as
PC
long
gamers.
as you can still like, it's still funny as long as you do it correctly, which I feel like could be
And
said
really-
for most memes.
All you got to do really is stick the John Cena thing on the end of something when you don't expect it, and you got a thing.
Right, it's an easy one, for sure.
We even did it. It's on our Facebook page. If you want to know how to correctly use the John Cena meme, that's
Someone liked that, like, today.
Like someone's gonna put
weird.
like the thing is the problem is I see like Insanity Wolf, like somebody posts an Insanity Wolf that's talking about like not doing their homework, and I'm like, that's not that's you're
Insanity
missing
Wolf,
the spirit.
Insanity Wolf would be like, I did do my homework, but I wrote it in blood, or
The blood of my teacher.
blood of my I murdered my teacher and submitted
Right.
the homework in her blood.
Insanity
That would
Wolf
be-
doesn't mean like mildly angry wolf. It's
That means insanity.
yeah.
I love when they use like a meme. Like, I have never seen this exact example, but like it'd be like Insanity Wolf, and it says something that's not even like a joke. It says something about ISIS or something, and it's just like you're using a meme to like do some like fucking current event thing. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop. ISIS thinks they're gonna come into our country. Not on my watch. Insanity Wolf. Like, what?
Okay.
Shut up. Stop
So it sounds
Now-
like sounds like the meme supreme. As long as you're not any of those memes, I think you're
You're not.
okay.
As
Here's
long
a
as you're doing it
question:
right, you're the meme supreme.
what's a meme that you are glad died?
A meme that I'm glad died.
I don't really know what died, I guess. I'm not really up to date on what's dead.
You know, there was one I was just talking about the other day. The dancing Drake memes. I'm not gonna lie, I don't find those as funny.
They came and went pretty quick, though.
Yeah, they came and went. Well, it's because it's it's a pretty simple joke. Like Drake dances really badly in his new video. Let's Photoshop things over to make it look like he's doing other things.
One that prevailed for a long time that I am glad is gone was the lol cats.
Oh yeah,
like it's just pictures of cats with stupid bad grammar stuff posted over it.
Well, those sort of had a spiritual successor, which is the Doge memes.
You could say that, I guess. Although, to be fair, that was weird seeing that Doge meme thing when it became a thing, because the first image, the original one, had been out for like years and years before it took off.
Right.
Well,
that's how memes work. Like memes exist for years before they're recognized by the mainstream.
What do you guys feel about Dolan?
I think it's dumb.
I like it. It's kind of dumb. It is dumb.
It's super dumb, but it makes me laugh more often than I like to admit.
Right.
Next question.
Yeah. So yeah, to answer the question, meme supreme. Yes.
Scumbag Steve. I like Scumbag Steve.
All right. Dan wants us to talk about government reform. Vote for Bernie Sanders.
Vote for Justin Trudeau.
I mean
the Trudeau guy? Yeah, vote for him.
Justin Trudeau, the guy who was just elected Prime Minister of Canada.
I want him as our president.
Okay.
Vote for
that guy.
Jared Logie.
Vote for Jared.
John Cena 2016.
Don't vote for Jared from Subway because he went to prison for 15 years. He got sentenced today, actually.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Current events, guys.
Woo!
All right.
Reporting.
Okay. Question from Schumer wants to know what is time?
Yes, indeed.
It is merely our inability to perceive everything at once.
All right, well, I'm going to have a kind of a serious, time is made up by man, though. Think about it. Time's not a real thing, is it?
I mean...
What do you think? I mean... Time's not real.
Time is just a series of measurements.
So you think that there's only now? You remember stuff from the past, but the past isn't now, so it might as well not be.
You think all time's happening at the same time?
I think there are certain, probably certain four-dimensional beings that could perceive our time as a single thing happening.
Are you talking about Doctor Who?
No, I'm talking about there's some theories that hypothesize that our 3D universe might be a shadow of a 4D universe.
I've never done drugs, so I guess I don't know.
Yeah, we can't really pursue these.
You haven't read these sci-fi novels either?
No, those don't even exist. Those are literally just fucking posts on Facebook while you're high, and you think you're reading novels.
Well,
wait a minute. Zack Schneider posted what?
At least they're really good.
Oh, shouts out Zack Schneider.
All right, moving on. Time, it's a thing that you continuously waste.
By listening to the Sadcast.
Do two more here. Luke wants to know, why do things do just because they are? Yes.
Luke's Diner, Gilmore Girls.
The answer is Gilmore Girls.
Oh my god.
The answer is always
Can you repeat the question again, please?
Why do things do just because they are?
Well,
they don't think it'd be like it is, but it do.
If things are, then they have to do. If you think about it in the way that if things aren't at all, then they can't do.
Right.
So when things are, you have the moral responsibility to do.
Right. It's a moral responsibility issue.
Even if it is you are nothing.
Not even if you think you are nothing, but if you are nothing.
Is there anything that aren't?
I black out. Are we still talking about this?
My pants for what I just said.
Time?
Nope, that was the last question. Gilmore Girls.
Okay, there's one more that we gotta get to.
Is it Gilmore Girls?
I'm afraid not.
Damn.
I mean, it could be.
Okay.
Okay. This last question comes from Ben.
Ben, you have to ask your question too. Good job.
Did I?
We both did.
I guess you did.
All right.
The last one we're talking about comes from Ben. He wants to know this one's actually kind of a serious question.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. Ben. He wants to know what some individual / band goals that we have for being in Seattle, and what are some accomplishments that we have already achieved since moving to Seattle?
That last part, just record it. We haven't done anything.
Hey, I've recorded some songs for myself.
Well,
That's
we
true.
talk about some things that we're working on. We're obviously out here because we're currently in the process of writing the full-length Insomniac album, which we like crowdfunded for because we suck. And we're working on that. On top of all that, Ben is working on the last Sorkinger album.
There's my solo album, Limited Breadsticks.
I'm working on an acoustic EP that I'm hoping to have out by Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Yay.
Sam is working on his mixtape, Sam Fashion.
Yep.
There's that stuff.
I feel like I have a lot more personal goals out here.
What are some personal goals, Sam? Let's get real.
I want to meet people a lot more than I have been. I've been out here almost 2 months, and I've now met one person yesterday. I don't really know anybody. I want to go out and experience the city more. I've been working a lot. So I feel like when I'm not working, I just want to take my time and relax in the apartment, and I need to not do that. I need to get out. I'm out here. The original plan that I was going to come out here by myself, and I told the guys, I was like, hey, I'm going to leave and stuff. They're like, we're going to come. And I'm like, yay. But my whole thing was like, I just need to get out of Minnesota and just go live life. I feel like I haven't lived life enough, and I've been out here for almost 2 months. I'm going to go live some fucking life. So that's one of my personal goals, live life. I've climbed some really beautiful mountainous areas already. I've seen some pretty fucking beautiful things.
How are you going to see them, though? Because you work 8 to 8. It'll be dark when you get there.
I work so fucking much. And then I even talked to my mom about this today. I'm like, am I out here to work? But I do need money. I mean, it'd be nice to not spend all my savings out here. So the days off, I need to go live a little more. But by the time I have a day off, I'm working 6 days in a row right now, all 10 and a half hour shifts where I stand the entire time. By the time I'm done, my Sunday that I'm going to have off, I'm going to want to just sit in my room and jerk off to Gilmore Girls.
Welcome to the 9 to 5
Luke's
life.
Diner. Oh my God.
Well, so yeah, I think you definitely need to work on that. Find some kind of happy medium between you got to work, but I
gotta go live it.
You gotta
dude.
work for
Like I didn't move out to Seattle to fucking work. I was doing that in Minnesota. What the fuck is happening upstairs?
I don't know.
Shut up there.
Okay. From my perspective, personal goals. Like I said, I'm working on some solo music as well as this album we're working on is definitely challenging me to write my songwriting abilities for sure. Personally, I want to try getting at least more in shape.
Same.
I'm a very out of shape person. I don't expect myself to come back totally ripped and toned and skinny, but I want to be at least a little bit better than I was, which I think is a solid goal.
I think we should have a goal to. Now, maybe this might be a difficult goal to attend. We should be able to walk all the way up those stairs at Lincoln Park and not die at the top.
It is the most embarrassing fucking thing. This hiking trail down to Puget Sound from Lincoln Park, and I've gone up and down it twice now since we've been out here, and every single time I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna die. Like, guys, just wait. I'm literally falling apart right now.
Short-term goal, be able to make it to the top without stopping. Longer-term goal, be able to make it to the top without being too winded.
Let's run up it.
Run up it. I don't want to die.
I think if we go to that lake that me and Drew went to, that's a good, it's almost 3 miles upward, but it's not as steep.
All right.
But it's a really fucking good workout.
Let's go on. We should definitely do that. Just stop
Sunday.
guilting me on the days that I have been paid to do work.
Ben, that's every day.
Yeah.
That's literally every day. And
Hashtag no days off.
You're not paid every day. You're
The problem is just that I got to pick which days I'm going to ignore my work carefully.
See, here's the thing, though. When you ignore your work, you still just sit at your computer and play video games. We need to you need to ignore your video games and go outside.
Well, the thing, recently it's been, I know I'm going to do work, and if I'm not doing work, I can't play video games because I have work to do, so I just do nothing all day.
That's a problem.
Although, thankfully, I haven't done that since last week. I've had a solid 4 or 5 days where I do only work from time I wake up until 5 or 6, and then if I'm going to do anything, I do it in the evening.
Jerk off?
Like a regular working job person.
Welcome to the 9 to 5 grind, everybody.
Yay!
So yeah, getting in shape is something. Another thing I wanted to get back into exploring. I wanted to explore some other creative outlets that I haven't had a chance to in a while. I wanted to get back. Writing was something I used to do a lot, but I've kind of just fallen into just this creative slump Like, I haven't been able to push myself to start any new projects for ever. On top of that, I thought about getting back into acting, finding some community theater projects and getting all up in their shit.
That'd be tight.
That would be tight.
That reminds me of one that me and Ben have talked about, and that is doing at least one open mic comedy night. This is like a 5-minute comedy, stand-up comedy thing. We want to do that, and I haven't even written or thought about any of the jokes yet, but we're doing that. That is one of my big goals that when I came out here, I was like, I'm doing that at least once, no matter how uncomfortable it's going to be. If I have no material by the end of the 6 months, I'm going to an open mic night, and I'm just going to get on stage and just wing some shit because I said I had to do it.
I mean, for open mics, they only give you 5 minutes anyways.
Tops, yeah.
You can be funny for 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, listen to Sadcast. At least 5 minutes of it's funny, right?
We've
Right,
done
Josh?
how many episodes?
The part you talked about Gilmore Girls is pretty
How many
okay.
episodes have we done?
7 with a question mark.
Right, at least 5 minutes of those were funny.
Right. For sure. I'm just gonna go up if I have no material, I will just go up there and talk about Gilmore Girls.
Well, we've hit half an hour.
All right,
Can we quit?
I think that's all the questions that we have for now.
Lori, fucking Lorelai and Rory need me. Your computer just went dark.
No, that's because it hit half an hour.
All right.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't actually shut off for an hour after that.
So we're still recording right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
No, we're
well,
good.
Did everybody just hear me jerk off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid
no.
so. So yeah, let's wrap up here.
Yo, wrapping up. Can we wrap up the wrap up? Shit. I'm so tired. I want to watch Gil.
It is already midnight at the point that we're recording this. So good morning. It's Friday morning. I hope this was a great start to your day. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, we are releasing a music video for our song "What Are You Doing Here?"
What are you doing here?
Which is off of our split EP with Pets of People Names, the Pop Pumpkin Spice Latte EP, which if you haven't downloaded it yet, it is free on both bands' Bandcamp pages.
It's fire.
It is fire.
We should start saying that again.
It's fire.
It's fire.
Go
Yeah, we
download
used
it.
to say that so fucking much.
It's fire. Go
It was
download it.
annoying almost. Let's do
was.
it again.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna bring it back right fucking now. Split EP, Pop Pumpkin Spice Latte. It's fire. Go download it. It's on our Bandcamp. And yeah, on Saturday we're releasing a music video that we had done. It is our first music video since JPEG. We filmed the entire thing all over Seattle. It's funny, at least
pretty.
a little bit.
Mostly pretty.
Very, very, very.
I did
very
get
fun.
some very nice shots just by walking through Lincoln Park with the camera.
Yeah, it's fucking gorgeous. Some of those shots. Oh my god, it's like
So-
Gilmore gorgeous. I can't wait to go watch.
And on that note, we're gonna see you later. What's
Yeah.
up next week?
Next week, I'm feeling saucy. Next week, let's do some arts and crafts.